Welcome back, guys, to the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Where after ending our session last time in Hateno Village, with our shrines still not all found, but now we've got a lovely little star, we kind of need to tear off this staff at some point in time. Because we ended in Hateno Village, I looked around Hateno Village and found more quests awaiting. So, let's do those quests, and we got skywriting to come, etc. Because it's not that long until we probably fight Ganondorf. But first, hello Simon. Yeah. Today's class will be a history lesson. The story of Hyrule is deeply intertwined with the Calamity, and that is no exaggeration or embellishment. The Calamity has been visited upon the land of Hyrule several times before. It was sealed away 10,000 years ago by the sacred princess and a hero wielding the sword that seals the darkness. Isn't that just a fairy tale? Over time, history and legends sometimes blur together. All this stuff about 10,000 years ago and such, who cares? You got any pictures or proof to back up this so-called 10,000-year-old calamity? Oh, what? It's no fairy tale, I assure you. These are real historical events. We need a picture. This is the problem. I'll need to show them some kind of depiction on the calamity from 10,000 years ago. Where do I go for that? Otherwise, this lesson is over before it began. I'm sorry, Link. This isn't how I thought the lesson would go. If I had more foresight, I'd have borrowed the screen depicting the calamity from Lady Impa's Hall. Oh, okay, no, I know what you mean then. Good. Kakariko Village, where the hall is located, is also in Necluda, but it's too far to the northwest for a casual visit. If only I could show these children a detailed image of the screen depicting the calamity, I think they'd understand. Although I suppose it isn't Lady Impa's Hall now, is it? More accurate to call it Lady Pia's Hall. Teach me a lesson one. Well, at least I know where I'm going. I thought that might be it, but I was wondering if I needed the... Because, of course, we've seen so many different murals since. Haven't we? We've seen loads of the things. It's like, do you want the mural from when the very start of the game where I haven't actually found back into that chamber yet? I'm assuming I can reach that chamber from the lower section of Hyrule Castle somewhere, but... I don't know for certain. I haven't really gone and checked around there since the very start of the game, to be perfectly fair with you. How can you be so on target to find some things, but also, like, constantly be skirting around other things at the same time? Do you know what I mean? Whee! Okay, I nearly went a bit far. Left it out again, did you? What's this about? Just gonna whistle. Oh, that's where the ring runes are. Okay. You're in my way. I mean, I could have took the other set of stairs, but... it was up here, wasn't it? Hehehe. Get a very good shot for them. Okay, back we go. Simple quest, simple teaching. Hopefully it won't get any more involved than pictures. Which, saying that again, we also have all the pictures around the stables to go to. That is true. Those are quests that we've not done. Problem is me remembering which stables I've been to or not. I have done a thing where I've marked all the little islands on the map where I think the skywriting is. But I realized after the fact that maybe I should be marking the ones I've done and not the ones I haven't done. So I've marked the ones that I think I haven't done, but I couldn't 100% remember if I had done them or not. So that's going to be a problem. But yes, this person down here is the reason I found that there was something actually going on at school, because if you go talk to them, I probably shouldn't be wasting any time, actually. Hello there. You're that traveler who stopped by before, aren't you? The one who likes to take the scenic route. There must be something about this empty lot that draws you in, but darn if I know what it is. It'll be a spell before the Hateno school field can support crops again. So, because it's linked to the school, I'm assuming I can crops? Oh, it's the bell. Well, we'll go there in a second. I don't want the lesson to end if there's another lesson to do. So, for this class, we'll be going over the calamity again. Let's start by reviewing our last lesson. Mr. Simon, can you prove any of this? Isn't it more likely that over time history and legend started to blur together? Are we still talking about stuff that happened 10,000 years ago? Can you point to any paintings or images that actually show there was a calamity 10,000 years ago? I can see I'll have to actually show the class the screen depicting the calamity to move my lesson plan forward. What's this? A screen depicting the calamity? Class, please take note here. This is the rare opportunity to see a primary source regarding the calamity. Wow, this looks like the real thing. So the legend was true. That's amazing. That's all you need for proof. You know, seeing this makes it feel like it might have happened yesterday. Well, if you got documented proof, that's good enough for me. Go on, Mr. Simon, tell us the rest of this story about the calamity. It was all just an artist's ruse. Of course, just like the, War of the Worlds radio show that happened way back in the past and actually generally caused a panic across America, right? Of course. Thank you so much, Link. My lecture about the calamity might run long, but I hope you'll stay for it anyway. Go on, then. Might be I need to do it to complete the quest, after all. The calamity has visited the land of Hyrule several times over. However, 10,000 years ago, there were divine beasts built by the Sheikah using their advanced technology. Each of them was controlled by a skilled pilot as well. With the sword that seals the darkness and the power of the sacred princess, the ancient hero stopped the calamity. For a long while after that, the lands of Hyrule knew peace. But the time when the people forgot about the calamity was the moment it returned to menace them once more. Tell us more. When did all this happen? This all happened about 100 years ago. It began with an oracle prophesizing the calamity's return. The royal family took their cues from the legends of the past. They found and excavated the divine beasts. Skilled members of the Rito, Goron, Zora, and Gerudo peoples were selected to pilot them. They were called the champions. With the wielder of the sword that steals the darkness and the sacred princess, all the pieces from the legend were in place. This time the calamity would not be bested so easily. Did something happen? Sadly, the sacred princess was unable to awaken the holy power within her. The divine beasts were taken over by the calamity. Those selected to pilot them lost their lives in the process. Worse still, the hero wielding the sword that seals the darkness was badly hurt. Just when all seemed lost, the sacred princess came into her power and devoted her whole being to keeping the calamity at bay for 100 years. Is everyone following along so far? After spending 100 years dormant, the hero wielding the sword that seals the darkness awakened. His face shaking, his wounds healed. He won back the divine beast with the help of several allies, including some of the champion's descendants. And in the end, the hero defeated the calamity, and the sacred princess stopped the evil one. Sorry, I got a little emotional there at the end. It's a true story, though. It's standing right there. All that we have, our land, our lives, our civilization, we owe it to all those who fought for it through the centuries. Wow, I want to be like the ancient hero and give the next generation good lives too. That went splendidly. Words cannot convey my satisfaction. And I couldn't have done it without you showing us the screen, Link. Once again, thank you so much for your assistance. Oh, that's right. You should have something for your help. Would this do? Oh, I could have used that earlier. I'd never went to Kakariko that early, though, would I? With the new vegetables being developed, they're harvesting less rice these days. That's a shame. It's a favorite of mine. You should taste it for yourself, Link. Speaking of rice, our next subject is home economics. I plan to use the occasion to talk up dishes that use Hylian rice. It's all propaganda for you, is it? That's what teaching is nowadays. Well, good morning to you. We shouldn't be deciding what our kids learn. Our kids should learn a lot of things and have to be able to come to a conclusion themselves. Scopes. Big scopes. Not agendas. I don't know. It sounds like no matter which way you put that, it could be construed in a way that's completely wrong. We should learn everything. We should know everything. Yeah. Oh well, good morning to you. Thank you for your contributions. History class is ordinarily a bit slow-paced for the children's taste. That last lesson may have been the first time I've seen them enjoying a history lecture so much. Our next class is a home economics lesson. Naturally, you're free to sit in again if the subject interests you. Sure thing. Today's lecture is on home economics. Food is essential for our survival. Keen culinary sense can help you stay alive in this perilous world. I'd like to put a question to you all. What dish do you get by mixing Goron spice with Hylian rice and raw meat? Do you get a curry? Goron spice is the hot stuff they sell in Goron City in the northeast, right? It's got Goron spice in it. The answer can't be anything but curry. The only other thing in it's raw meat, right? So obviously, The answer has to be meat curry. Yes, that's correct. That one might have been on the simple side for all of you. How about this one then? Take corn spice, Hylian rice, and mix in monster extract. What'd you get them? Monster what? Monster parts are only used for medicines. Yeah, if you try to cook them with monster parts, it's a disaster every time. No one would eat curry made with monster stuff. I call trick question. Hey, settle down, children. This lesson may be too advanced. In fact, combining monster extract, corn spice, and Hylian rice makes monster curry. But judging from your skeptical faces, you won't believe me unless I could put a dish of it in front of you. I'd love to make some curry, but I don't have any monster extract. I'm told that it can be had in Tarrytown, up north in Nakala. I've probably got all the ingredients, to be totally fair with you. When was teaching ever not propaganda technically? Well, yeah, that's true, really. I mean, at least I didn't have to go through any pledges at the start of my school stuff, but we did have to sing our hymns. Right, monster extract. Hylian rice. What was the last bit? Was it raw meat? Corn spice. Yes, I have everything. Hey kids, we're doing a cooking class today. What the hell? Everything's within like a section of each other? This teacher's terrible. I come with ancient devices to do the cooking right in front of them. This unusual take on curry uses monster extract and doesn't rely only on spices. Lovely. It's time to continue our lesson on home economics. If you take Goron spice, Hylian rice, and mix in monster extract, what do you get? The teacher's confused again. Mr. Simon, you're the one who taught us that monster parts should only be used for medicine. Yeah, if you try to cook with monster parts, it's a disaster every time. No one would eat a curry made with monster stuff. I call trick question. How am I going to get through to them? Yes, that spicy scent is familiar. I have the curry. This is monster curry, the genuine article. Class, come and see here. This curry was prepared using monster extract. The color looks a little off. Oh, but it tastes better than I expected. Oh, you're right. It doesn't have that monster musk I was worried about. So if you extract something special from monsters, you can use that for cooking. Delicious! Extract something. You should question that bit. What? Where'd it come from? That's right, everyone. Ordinarily, monster parts are only to be used in medicine, but monster extract can be used in meals as well. I'm so happy that my lesson on the subject has finally sunk in. Thank you so much. See those solemn expressions on their faces? The children matured a bit with today's lesson. You might not think yourself a teacher, Link, but you've already taught them a great deal. He knocks his toenail, yeah. I'm not... Here's the gunk underneath. Ah! I'm not much good at history, but you made it fun, Mr. Link. And the curry tasted great. I pretty much think of you as my teacher already anyway. Thanks, Mr. Link. I can't wait for our next lesson with you. Is there another one? You're here with the students too. You've earned the right to use the school's field. That's the one behind the schoolyard. Space is limited, so you can't plant an entire farm back there, but use what we have to cultivate whatever you'd like. Uma typically tends the field. Why don't you talk to her to get things set up? Next time, I'm planning a test that will cover everything we studied up till now. You're welcome to sit at any time. I hope you'll stay involved with our classes here. So we don't have another quest, or did the day just end? I don't know which, now that I think about it. How did I get that mask? I will answer this question quickly. Down here. Underneath the Korok Forest. Hello there. Well, I wondered where you'd be. Simon said we should ask you what to plant in this here plot. You know, as thanks for helping out with the school. You showed up just when I was finishing the prep work for it. I could grow pumpkins, carrots, tomatoes, wild berries, wheat, rice, or melons. If you bring me one of those, I'll extract the seeds and plant them for you. Before you decide, I should admit one thing. I have more experience with some crops than others. I don't know how too much yet about raising Endura carrots and hearty radishes, because that's probably what people will go for. You'll have to forgive me if the yield on those ends up a little lower than the rest. To be honest, if they're rare, then I should do them regardless of the yield, surely. The carrots are needed for powering up Chet, after all. Well, now, let's get down to it. What would you like to grow?
Oh.
So you can make pumpkins too. I've only got 1 Tibetan for wheat. So yeah, I have 1 swift carrot and 10 endura carrots. How do I have so many endura carrots instead of swift carrots? Let's plant a swift carrot so we can have more of them. Certainly I'll take that from you and be pleased to do it. Can't return anything once you handed it over mine, but if you feel like planting something else, come see me. Oh, and I hope you'll let me know about your first harvest so I can be there to see it. I'm already hankering to see how the crops turn out. You have to know the important part of growing good crops is to take your time raising them. You can't expect them to thrive while you kill time in an inn or bonfire. That ain't how things are done. The veggies know. So it'll take a bit before they're ready to harvest, but I'm already getting excited. So it's in-game clock. No, it's out-of-game clock, sorry. It's game time clock. That would work. That would probably work. Ooh. I should probably try to grab some of these. Grab it, man! I'm still going to pick up one of his tomatoes. He's going to be angry. Oh, God. I regret chasing this frog now. This one's seen me and is trying to escape. Damn it. It's too good. There was another quest that I've seen, at the very least, in Hateno Village for now. And I will have to do a sweep of everywhere to get some quests in the future. Greetings and saturations. Hey, I got a favor to ask. It's not enough for me to just rework with fabric you bring me. I want to dye my hand and make my own patterns. Oh God, he's pun man. Just like Cece. Of course, hers are all original designs. And making fabrics from scratch seems like a lot of hard work. That's where you come in. Could you cast around for some reference material I could use as inspiration? Firstly, I'm thinking I want to see visuals of that monster they call a Chuchu. Well, that kind of Chuchu is everywhere, even just outside the village, but I'm too paint-hearted to get near them. I think if I see a regular Chuchu for myself, not a fire Chuchu or ice Chuchu, it could help a lot. Photographing a Chuchu? Okay. Seems like every quest I have left is taking a photo or something. Right, he said it's just outside the village, so we'll believe him. Believe in me. How just outside the village? I have taken a picture of a Chuchu, but I've got to have a picture of a Chuchu to give him, haven't I? It's not as simple as taking a picture of a Chuchu. Oh, I'll replace. This is a better picture. Alright, got a Chuchu. There's a sign then. I'm like, I've definitely done that sign, haven't I? Yeah, totally. Yeah, there's a differentiation. How much do I have? 157 hours. If only you could pull up pictures in your compendium. That would probably make a lot of things easier, wouldn't it? The compendium that I've got to complete a quest as well. Oh no. Has been a lot of questions over what constitutes as the 100% for the Let's Play, because obviously you don't want to see every Korok or probably every single photo, but caves and bubble frogs, light roots, etc., all gear. We've got to decide what our 100% is after all, because we're not far from the end now. Sad times, sad times. Did you bring me some reference material for a Chuchu pattern? Oh, so that's a Chuchu. I can feel the inspiration bleeding into reality. I'll start developing this pattern at once. All tone! With your help, I've made a very pretty pattern. You can have the fabric I worked up as thanks. Chuchu fabric. I knew I'd get a different result with some quality reference. I bet you I could make other patterns too. In fact, I made a list of patterns I'd like to dye out. When you get your hands on anything I might use as a reference, come on in and show it to me. If I have the reference, I can make an original pattern for you to walk out the door with. Looking forward to seeing what we can do together. I mean, that's the quest complete. But now you have to take a picture to get all the things. You're not... If you're not a pigment of my imagination, you must be a customer. Oh my god. Okay, I don't need to dye the clothes. I just want to look at the paraglider bits. Can I look at the list? Does it show me? Okay. So, there's a horse fabric, a cuckoo fabric, Eldrin ostrich fabric, Grizzlemore bear, Aracuda, Stalnox, Lionel, in a Gliok fabric too. But so far we have the Chuchu fabric, the Yiga fabric. That's pretty fancy actually. The Yiga one looks pretty cool. A Horse God fabric, Monster Control Crew, CC, Legend Village, which is very golden. Lucky Clover Gazette fabric, we're currently using, I think. Hudson Construction, Sheikah, Gerudo, Goron. So I must be missing the Zora fabric somehow. There's definitely, well, okay. There's a Zora and a Rito one that I still have yet to get. That's an interesting thing. I think we can do from the process of elimination. I like how he sets the fabric before I go in. Bloop. It's got like a bit of 3D to it feels like, on the face. Anyway, let's get the Korok that was over at the school and move onwards, because the Hateno quests were done fairly fast by the look of things. So we'll continue on a questing spree maybe and go to... Azum is here? Azum. I'm assuming it's the bell. There's a couple of Koroks hidden behind bells, aren't they? I like the Lucky Clover one. It's the one I used. Well, it's the one I was using until I switched to the Yiga one just then. I think it's quite fancy. Anyway, job done there, I guess. That bell's going to be ringing forever now. The kids are going to be really confused. So what's Azum? I'm Azu. Nice to meet you. Oh, you're Azum. Or you as a group are Azum? My identity is the general store's owner's son. It's just a cover. I'm actually Azum, the big-time hero. Oh, but you can't tell the adults around here. It's a secret. Kicking bad guy butts is way cooler when nobody knows it's you. Find any bad guys? Let's see. Old Lady Uma was fussing about what to plant in the field. No bad guys spotted that way, though. That old lady grows the best veggies in Hateno Village, you know. That's what my mum says, so it must be true. So can I get back to patrolling now? Without Azum on the job, the bad guys might win. The truth is, my identity as the general store owner's son is just a cover. I'm really Azum, the big-time hero. It's my job to protect the school and the village from bad guys until Miss Zelda comes back. So that's the mission you've been given, is it? Well, she's at work planting my seeds by the look of it. You can always take a picture of a cuckoo. I must have taken a picture of cuckoo by now, yeah? What even comes up with paraglider fabric as an option? I quite like the new picture, even though the other one's more head-on. This is more fancy for a cuckoo. Right then, where do we go next? Of course, we have a tier that's dropped over here and an interesting higher-up section of everything. But what say we drop down to get this X that marks the spot that we haven't actually gone to despite being relatively close. Annoyingly so, when you think about it. I remembered afterwards that I did the whole circle around there, and then we got so stuck on finding Koga because he was a mystery that I forgot that the whole thing was I was going around to get the 2 X's before doing Koga in the first place. My bad. Now, do I make a flying vehicle for one relatively nearby thing? I think you can get the answer from what I'm doing right now. Oh, come on. You can't go up on any of that? Ah, what the hell? I just wanted to go up the cliff. Wonder how many of those fabrics we can maybe find throughout today's adventures. And what piece of gear that I might find next. We should be able to make this, I'm right in saying. Maybe I shouldn't have this staffing on. Or, you know, my completely useless down here Korok mask. What's the nearest light route? You see enemy encampment. Is that Yiga base? No, that's an encampment. Oh, there's another Frox. Well, to be honest, we probably do need some Frox parts here then everywhere, so I don't mind fighting it. Sorted this by set now, that's not going to be a problem at all, is it? I'm not even wearing good legs. Good legs, please. Hey, one thing I haven't really done is upgrade loads of gear. Upgrading one set of gear, I think, is kind of enough for me. That's how I put it. Ooh, I need a good smashing weapon, too. It's the pounder or the smasher? One of the two. Is that a Yiga camp over there? I'm sure he won't see me. It's another blue-white Frox. Wait a second. I didn't know you had that as an option. Well, I nearly got hit by him, I guess. I also realized that this is a one-hander, and I need a two-hander. You missed me. I have no bow. I'm trying to get my bow out. Stop jumping. Ah! How does it, like, good to charge someone like that when your eye is basically going in your head? Oh no, it's a double bounce again. Oh, he got me. Guys, can you do the suck attack or something? Tulin? Tulin, do the thing. Come on, I'll do it. Oh no, it broke. That wasn't supposed to happen. It's just one hit. Someone hit it. Oh my god, it doesn't even hurt me. The floor gloom's more dangerous. Did I just get swallowed? I'm sure I'll be fine. I just want to get onto you. Oh man, I had the time to hit him in the butt and I missed it. He goes triple jump again. It's fine, I'm not covered in slime. One of you make a play, please. I'll do it then. I guess Tulin was useless this time. I regret fighting you. Because it went, compared to last time, terribly. Well, he showed me they have new attacks, after all, so that's a thing. I didn't know what they were doing. I didn't know they could do that. So there's a light route up there. And I'll go for... That looks weirdly scary. But it's a tree. Alright, that is a Yiga HQ down there. I need to go under the mother statue, don't I, after all? A 34 Royal Claymore increases the power of Flourish during perfect dodge? Ooh. That could be really good. If used correctly. Like, only for flurry rushes. Alright, we're near the gear. Oh, what? There's a light route there? It's hidden behind the thing. Shh. So far away. There's a guy under me as well. I'm not certain. I need to kill you. Oh man, it's... And get back to where we were. You're too far away. Yeah, gives a sub. And Crimson Rain gives 5. Thank you very much, guys. Am I up the top yet? I don't even know where I am. What the? What hit me? Is there spikes on a thing here? What the? Uh-oh. What the hell just hit me? I guess that's what happens. Oh, there are spikes. Well, things suddenly make a lot more sense. That's what you get for exploring in the darkness then. And I have not a single rocket on a shield. That's a problem. Me just not being able to figure out how I can't move onwards. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, shoot. Did I just mess this up? It's thorns and everything. No! The spikes everywhere. How do I get back up the top? I was in such a good position. So even that, like, well, okay, the obvious answer is just to burn it all. Once that's gone, I should be able to climb it relatively easily. You'd like to think, anyway. That a little place I can stand? Oh, beautiful. Oh, it is, but I have to watch where I go after I do it. Get a little bit of stamina back. I've lost my light now, though. Right, well, I regret quite a bit about this climb as well. Stop using my battery. Just the parts about there being random spike walls. Should have lit the place up. Should have wore some miner's gear, maybe. Right, Yiga schematic. Put some floodlights, yeah. That's from the salt to the moon, that is. And a large crystallized charge. Oh, that's just mean, that is. What about lights? You might need them. It appears that some of the monsters in the area have been mining for the ore particular to the depths. Our fellow Yeager found them working in large numbers around mineral deposits and even carrying these ores. But why? Could the ore have some special use? Glory to Master Koga. Okay, you got me good. I appreciate that. Do you have the materials for... I don't want to grab all of you. I just want that. No. I just want... No, I don't... Well, actually, if you fall apart, I just want you to fall apart. Oh, I can't, because your full devices... Won't let me ever have anything that's good, do you? How dare they assemble them with actual bolts and rivets instead of green goo? I know that's the entire reason we were kind of brought into conflict with Koga in the first place, but that's not the point. The Mu-ufatur light route. Job done. Well, we still haven't got the X yet. Because as usual, distractions came between us and there. It's not too long ago we fought our very first white-blue procs.